Those living in long-term care facilities are starting to get their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. But as production starts ramping up, there's still a question of meeting the demand. Now, Joe Ripley is live right now at Sterling Estates in Cobb County, and that is a vaccine provider. And Joe, you were there when people first got their doses.
Yeah, it actually happened on Christmas Eve. We were here at Sterling Estates here in Marietta when people called that a Christmas miracle. They got their Christmas early that day, and today folks here got their second dose of the vaccine. It comes after weeks of surging COVID-19 cases. A shot in the arm, been there, done that. Around 400 residents and staff at Sterling Estates long-term care facility are getting their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Between rounds 1 and 2,
I haven't seen family. Yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard for everybody, I think. Yeah, but I guess it's worthwhile. We stayed healthy.
Infection rates climbing as well. Officials say in the weeks following Christmas, after their first doses, staff have had to quarantine due to soaring infection rates.
We know this keeps you from getting sick, does not keep you from carrying the virus. And so our policies are still in place in order to keep people safe.
Nathan Madigan calls the second dose of the vaccine a step in the right direction. And as a vaccine provider, says these seniors don't have to struggle with crashing websites or busy phone lines to try and schedule an appointment. According to health officials, Georgia has administered about 58% of its vaccine supply, normally hesitant to take the vaccine.
We ain't gonna roll the dice on this one, you know?
Vicki Henderson feels safer knowing she can take care of her residents and not worry.
Seeing I had a few people in my family to pass away from it, and a couple of people have it now. It's like my godson. So I just, feel like that I'm doing everybody justice when I'm taking the vaccine,
And aside from a few side effects like chills and body aches, Rose Pellet looks forward to the other side of the pandemic for her and her family.
But it's just a great relief. I mean, that's more than anything else. I'm just really happy about the whole thing.
Officials here say everyone who got the first dose of the vaccine back on Christmas Eve was able to get their second dose today. There is still a lingering concern, though, among staff here about getting that COVID vaccine, I should say. So far, about 95% of the residents here have gotten it. Half the staff here at Sterling Estates across their 3 locations have received that vaccine. The challenge now is, Nathan Madigan says, is getting more people informed about the vaccine, getting more production, ramping up that production, producing more of the vaccine supply, as well as getting more providers to administer it.
Those are the next steps, Joe. Thank you so much.